Melbourne led by 9 points at quarter time and 40 points at half time, and there's the kick in once again, and Hawthorn going forward, the ball tapped away. Hawthorn's loses balance from Melbourne. Here's Hendry, the short pass to Moncrief. It's all over everybody's head in the glue pot. Barry Burke, and he carts it over the line for a throw-in. 4 minutes gone.
He's been a very valuable player for Melbourne today, Barry Burke. And as you said earlier, Dick, one wonders how great he would have been had he played all his football in the back pocket. Tapped down by McCarthy, goes Ray, hand pass across to Moncrief, and Moncrief's popped it through from point-blank range.
Hawthorn have hit the front
for the first time in the match. Kevin Critchley tells us that it's the first time since the 24-minute mark of the first quarter that Hawthorn have hit the front. And the Hawks fans in the outer have really come to life. 79 plays 78 in Hawthorn's favour.
It was 40 points the difference at half-time, but Hawthorn kicked 5 goals, 8 to Melbourne's 2 behinds in the term. And shepherding in ruck is the decision. Alves was impeded in his run, and now he'll kick it long, and it's a penetrating drop kick. Bit of nothing football there. David Parkin was underneath it. Centre half forward for Melbourne. Dittrich climbs high. Norm Bustle eludes with the ball and sends it forward. Hardiman thumps it away from Hendry. He's had the call on Hendry. Desmar holding the ball. Yes, he had control of it. That'll be a penalty. And Tony Sullivan has to take the kick. He kicks it long, almost to the kick-off lines. Melbourne's Swan is up and down without the ball. And finally the whistle blows for a ball up. No, it doesn't. A free kick to Hawthorn. That's Kevin Heath.
Kevin Heath picked to play half forward. He's played half back most of the day since Park got on top early in the first quarter. Sullivan has it now across the centre half forward, and Stan Mills, the Melbourne captain, has it at midway between centre half forward and the full forward line. He's about 40 metres out, directly in front. Been a quiet player, Stan Elves, but has 1 goal on the board.
Sorry,
2. Drop punt kick from Elves, and it looks pretty true. In fact, it's all clear, and the Demons hit the front again.
3rd goal to Stan Elves. There was 1 goal he kicked that I remembered without looking down at my football record, which was an inspiring captain's goal, and he's done the trick again there. It's just the one that the Demons needed to give them a 5-point break after 7 minutes in the final term, which looks like being nip and tuck at the moment. Nothing much in it. When at half-time, everyone said the Demons were playing very well, but they really lost the momentum of the game in the 3rd term. Martello backhands the ball. Dittrich reading it well off the hands of Sullivan, sends it forward. Jaworski almost. Now here's Puck. The handball. Brewer, long kick by Brewer is what's called for. It's a long kick, it's bouncing, it's through for a behind for Melbourne. And that makes it 1 straight kick the difference.
That was an exciting passage of play, and everything that Carl Dittrich does is exciting. Kick in by Moore, the pack, off the hands, it goes to young Flower, over to Callery, up towards full forward. Chance now for Brewer, it's a goal.
He read that like a very good half-forward flanker, swooped in under the feet of the pack, and just popped it through, like the good half-forward flankers do.
Yes, reminiscent of Jeff Tunbridge at his best. And the Demons go to 91, Hawthorn 79, so it's... what's the difference there, Dick? 12 points the difference.
2
straight clear goals.
Yes, Brewer is a lot taller than was Jeff Tunbridge. For those people who can remember Jeff Tunbridge, about 10 years ago, was a brilliant left foot half-forward flank specialist for Melbourne. He's quite a bit taller. He stands at about 192 centimetres. Lee Matthews charges forward but gets caught. A Melbourne breakaway, but as Matthews was caught, he was pushed in the back. And Lee Matthews to send Hawthorn forward. They trail by 2 goals. Long kick by Matthews, swinging away towards the side there. Mark, almost. Has it been allowed? No, not quite. It's still in play off the ground. Post. I think that was Moncrief or McCarthy who got his foot to the ball. I couldn't say which. McCarthy. Right, we'll pay that. And Biffen kicks it in and favours the members' side. Hardiman is there. The ball is tapped down. Goad loses the run of it. Marr also. Some good bumping there as Hardiman emerges and sends Melbourne into attack.
With a long kick towards Park and Heath. Coming across is Brewer again. Looks for the short pass from Callery. Has it in the pocket. Callery lines up and he's offline. Had to kick hurriedly as the desperate tackle from David Parkin came. And unfortunately for Melbourne, that golden opportunity goes begging.
Well, that was a brilliant piece of football by Brewer to pop it over to Callery there, to keep it short when he was at full gallop.
Yes, a very balanced player is Ross Brewer. And he's been only had a quiet third quarter. He played brilliantly first half. Moore boots it to Northern stand side and a good mark to Brewer on this occasion. Brewer's kick back to Tilbrook, but is picked up by Martello. Up towards centre wing. A chance for Marr. But coming through strongly is Williamson for Melbourne. He clops one over the shoulder. Tilbrook comes through with strength. Gets it to Dittrich and a great driving mark by Big Carl. And the big demon ruckman has it. And that was good play by Tilbrook to get it to him. Up towards centre half forward it goes, and Heath in front of Park takes the mark. It's been a great marking duel there. Up towards Jaworski, who kicks it to centre half forward. Comes to ground, tapped out cleverly towards McCarthy. McCarthy gets it towards Bevan. Bevan into an open goal. Has to kick it and will, and has put it right through for Hawthorn's 11th goal and Bevan's 2nd.
Look at the Hawthorn fans. Well, they had plenty to cheer about in the third term when Hawthorn kicked 5 goals, 8 to Melbourne's 2 behinds, and reduced Melbourne's half-time lead from 40 down to 4 points. And it's just one straight kick the difference again. 6 points, Melbourne leading. Ruckman very close to the centre circle, both Ruckman. Dittrich and McCarthy. Dittrich taps it down, but straight to Desmar, who read it well. Kicks the Hawks forward again. On the ground, Martello. Does it beautifully for a big man. Keeps it low, it bounces, but didn't break far enough left for Martello's liking. And now there's 5 points the difference. There's big Alan Martello. Probably, I don't know, I think he's the best man on the ground today. He and Tilbrook would be very close. Biffen kicks it in. Dittrich. Oh, big screamer! Flower. Great mark. Penalty against Trump. Oh, it's a 35-metre penalty.
Umpire catches 15 metres, 5 for extras.
But the Hawthorn get away. It was not an intelligent kick by Flower, and Brummish sends it onto that half-forward flank. Martello hooked away, had his arm hooked away by Williamson. Well scouted by Goad, and he's put it out on the full, but he was roughly handled when taking that kick. And Biffen will put it back into play. Hawthorn calling their troops up. Jaworski's coming up. Doog is coming up into attack.
Biffen. Back, Dittrich again, just fails to take it. Nicely out to Wells. Hand pass from Leary to Flower. Flower centre wing. Looking for the dummy. Up towards centre half forward it goes. Chance for Tilbrook. Cleverly over the back to young Swan. Swan doesn't know where to run. Kicks it back to, hand pass it back to Clark. Clark loses possession of it. Parkin comes through, retains balance nicely. In there is Park from Melbourne. Clipping and clopping going on here. No one getting forward with it. And umpire coach will ball it up.
Well, there was plenty of courageous football in that lot. The players really making the ball their object and diving in.
5 points the difference.
A lesson to young fellows to keep your eye on the ball and really go in after it. Leary tackled high, brought to ground, holding the ball. Well, he was unfortunate there. The high tackle, was on the blind side of the umpire. Grumsh. Uncontested mark. Luckily not a 15-metre penalty against Dittrich for knocking the ball away from Hendry. John Hendry, Hawthorn centre half forward. I don't think he can make the distance from there. Tries the drop kick. Looks for the big fellows. Behind the pack, Martello puts it beyond that. And the trouble there was that everybody was up and nobody down. Martello was at the back of the pack and he made no mistake.
Yes, well, Martello just capped off with that goal. His first, a very fine display here at the MCG this afternoon. He's had a great battle. The score's only 1 point the difference, and Hawthorn have regained the lead. And the lead has changed 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this quarter. 3 times. It has, and
15 minutes gone.
It's been a great duel between Dittrich and Martello, with Martello winning on most occasions. But his play around the ground has been inspirational to Hawthorn.
Dittrich has gone off the ball for Melbourne.
McCarthy wins the tap down to Hendry. Hendry breaking clear at centre half forward, up towards the forward pocket, and a great mark to Lee Matthews. Lee Matthews, great chest mark.
Here's the whistle.
And pass to Rice running by. Rice from the forward pocket, kicks it right across the face and out on the full. Well, Rice is a natural right foot kick. Why he kicked it left then, I'm not sure. He didn't appear to be hemmed in onto that foot. Tony Sullivan to put it into play for Melbourne. Great flying attempt by Hardiman, and he'll be paid the mark. Half-back flank members side. Hawthorn lead by 1 point. They've played 16.5 minutes in this final quarter. To half forward. Park from behind, Callery has it. He's grabbed, tackle, loses the ball. In chips Grummage for Hawthorn, up towards half-forward flank. Coming through for Melbourne is Williamson, and it's a boundary throw-in.
Swan in ruck, opposed to Martello. Swan's tap. Brian Doog has the ball taken away from him by Leary, but comes back to it with great courage, and that could be a ball up. Score, Hawthorn by a point, 93-92, 17 minutes gone. Last term, Martello, 35 metres that punch went. And here's Hardiman to send Melbourne forward. Greg Wells in front, brings it down. Wells comes back to it again. A little bit of hurdling going on there. Good side bump, Callery. Ball's clear. Desmar gets a shirt front and kicks it to Martello. Handball to Grummage, who can't kick right foot very great distance, but he does brilliantly there. And Moncrief slips. Bevan grabbed. Recovers. Good bump. On the ground, off the ground, Hendry. Hawthorn by 7 points, and the Hawks fans clapping in unison, going wild with excitement. But it's not over yet. 18 minutes gone, so there's roughly 12 or 13 minutes to go, and plenty of drama could take place in this next period of time.
Because the lead has already changed 3 times in this term. Tapped down by Swan, smothered, and the free kick will go to Elves. I'm not sure.
Mar was holding the ball.
Elves it is. Long, low drop kick towards centre half forward, and the mark is taken by Hawthorn, but the free kick is going to Melbourne here. Is it Tilbrook or Dittrich? I think it's...
Tilbrook's walking back with the ball.
No, it's Big Carl to take it.
Is it?
Yes. Big Carl. Carl moved back very briskly. He knew it was his. But
a lot depends on this one, Thorold, from 40 metres.
7 points in Hawthorn's favour. Carl Dittrich has put it through, right through the centre. The difference is 1 point again. And that's Carl's first goal. Melbourne's 13th, or 14th rather.
Dittrich has been resting in the back pocket in most for the first 3 quarters when he's been off the ball. Now he's gone down to the forward pocket and actually is playing at full forward.
Changing with young Swan in that full forward position.
Swan is in ruck at the moment. He's to contest this one with McCarthy. And Swan's tap it is, taken by Matthews. He gets his kick forward. It bounces awkwardly. Brian Doog for Hawthorn. Sends it long. Biffin's in front, held by one arm. He looks for Flower. Flower's been replaced by number 3, Rollinson. Rice in trouble. Hardiman the free kick. Rollinson hands it to, there's the other Melbourne reserve warming up, hands it to Hardiman. His kick to half forward. Tilbrook! But no, it's going the other way. Bremner tosses it back to Kevin Heath.
No doubt Tilbrook came down with it.
Swan for Melbourne. Bustles on in fine style, loses the run of it, well shepherded. Just forward of the centre. Hawthorn, plenty of defenders. Peter Knights is there. Martello. Moncrief now. Biffin's the only Melbourne defender. Safe chest. Keeps it low and does it skillfully to Leary, the half-back flanker. Somebody infield for him. Barry Burke, who's always backing up. He's a very thoughtful footballer and reads it brilliantly to half forward where Parkin slips. Callery has the chance. Handball. Now this is Flower going goalwards. 2 Wells, draws the defence, pops it over, and it's through. A brilliant passage of football by Melbourne, drawing the defenders all the time.
Well, that was reminiscent of their second quarter when they added 7 goals on. But the score now is 5 points in Melbourne's favour after a great third quarter by Hawthorn, where they outscored Melbourne quite comfortably. But the Demons have come back. They've saved a little in reserve. Hawthorn got to 9 points in front a moment ago, and now Melbourne have whittled that back, and they've got a 5-point break.
These two teams occupy the 7th and 8th positions on the ladder. So it's vital that both teams win this game if they're to stay in the fight for the final. Swan does it again, does it twice. A good punch away by Rice. Hardiman battles forward. Gets a bit of help there from Brewer. Courageous football. And there'll be a ball up. It's coming up to the, well, the very important part. 22 minutes gone. Melbourne by 5 points. Hawthorn about to make a replacement. Jones will replace Bevan. Meantime, back in the centre, here's the ball. Tapped forward by Dennis Clark. Now Tilbrook kicks it long. Where's Dittrich? No. Now he's got it. Back over his head to Osborne, who is playing his 100th game. Number 7 for Melbourne. Jaworski gets them out of trouble. Rollinson there with Knights to bat. Out of bounds. Knights is claiming the free kick, and he's getting it. 22 and a half minutes. Melbourne leading by 5 points. Umpire just telling Knights he's got to go back and kick over the mark. He's on the half-back flank, on the outer side of the ground. Big crowd here today, about 30,000. Leon Rice on his chest. Gives Lee Matthews possession. Matthews around in the pocket, but he's put it out on the full. Free kick to Melbourne. Tony Sullivan taking it. Goes short. Callery. It's been pretty quiet today, Paul Callery, but he's been very effective. 16 kicks. You expect Paul Callery will get somewhere at about 20 to 25 kicks at this stage of the game. Big pack flying. 17 is Dennis Clark, who lost the run of it there. They're burrowing in. They want the ball. But big pack of players and very hard to get it away effectively. Umpire Coates there. Swan rucked well. Callery sends forward. All Hawthorn. Fine, courageous mark by fullback Kelvin Moore. He sends it deep. There's nobody there except Lee Matthews. That's danger. Dittrich ran the wrong way and now has to chase Matthews. He's chasing. Matthews kicks it deep. Good mark. Ray Biffin again. Solid in defence. Made quite a few mistakes in the third quarter, but has pulled his game together considerably in this last term. Kicks it out to that wing once again. Looks for Dittrich. Tap down to Callery. Callery sets the Demons going again. Demons by 5 at the moment. Osborne smothers well. In they go, burrowing in. Out to Jaworski. Lee Matthews. Danger here for Melbourne. Hawthorn going goalwards. Not quite Moncrief from that kick by Hendry. 1 point. Well, 4 points the difference. Both teams have the 100 on the board. Melbourne 104, Hawthorn 100. Coming up to the 25-minute mark, and now they're playing extra time.
The lead has already changed 3 times in this quarter, and when they met earlier in the season, 4 times in this quarter, and there was 2 points the difference in Melbourne's favour last year.
And it was a seesaw last quarter, what's more, out at Hawthorn. Martello with strength, but a good side mark. Now it's Gold. Slips away, kicks it short. Look at that struggle there. Biffin, the hand pass to Williamson. Melbourne out of trouble as Clark marks. He's caught, for 2. Yes, go on with play. Well, the players didn't know what was going on there, but finally it was young Flower. Descended forward, and Heath marks. Could have had a free kick played against him there because he interfered with the Park right in front of the Melbourne supporters who don't like it one little bit.
There was no doubt it was Park's free kick.
Heath towards half forward.
And the mark taken by young Flower, who's carrying on from his great game last week, and particularly with his first half effort here today. Quiet in the third quarter, but coming back now. Up towards the half forward back and Heath on this occasion. A clear mark to Kevin Heath, and he stems Hawthorn at that half-back position. Number 10 is Clark, who's played a great second half for Melbourne. Takes the mark in the centre of the field.
And slows it down. 26 minutes gone. Melbourne by 4 points.
Boots it up to the pack of players, and
Osborne playing his 100th game.
in unison, we're playing a great mark. At centre half forward, a very important kick, probably the most important kick Osborne has had in his league career. Melbourne lead by 4 points. A goal here would certainly, at the 25-minute mark, put Melbourne in a very fine position. It's on its way, it's offline, it's 1 behind. So it's 5 points the difference, and listen to the hush of the crowd.
Coming up to the 27-minute mark. Melbourne by 5 points as Moore goes straight down the centre. Dittrich to thump it forward a long way. Lee Matthews for Hawthorn. Kicks it into attack. Where are the defenders? There's one of them, Barry Burke. Great game for Melbourne today by Burke. Hawthorn led by Knights. Over the top comes Brewer. In comes Rollinson. Catches Bussell, does he? Bussell can't pick it up. So Rollinson did the job required. 27 minutes gone. Melbourne 105. Hawthorn 100. There's Martello, number 14. Look at his strength. Wells. Smothered. Brilliantly smothered by Leon Rice. Matthews underneath that pack. The 2 Rovers burrowing. Matthews wastes no time. There's Peter Knights with the ball. And it's marked by John Hendry. Hendry kicks it deep. Hawthorn behind. A great mark. It's McCarthy. Is it? Yes. McCarthy, 15 metres out, straight in front, has 2 goals. A goal here will put the Hawks in front at the 28-minute mark of the last quarter. Yes! 1 point the difference. There's John Kennedy, the Hawthorn coach, giving one of the trainers some instruction. What's going to happen? Melbourne are making a change. Leary is off and Frank Davis is on. Melbourne's captain last year. There's 1 point the difference. Hawthorn by 1 point. 28.5 minutes gone. And Melbourne down. Dittrich in ruck. Martello in ruck for Hawthorn. Everything hinging on this last couple of minutes. It could mean a place in the final 5. Alves over his head to Clark. Grumish. Alves again. What is it? Holding the man. Charlie Grumish free kick. That settled them down a bit. Grumish kicks it out wide. Yes, a great mark.
Moncrief.
There's Ian Ridley getting up out of his chair. He's the Melbourne coach. Moncrief, very quiet player for Hawthorn today. Less than double figures. He kicks it long, which is good football at this late stage of the game. There's a mark claimed there by Ray Biffin. He's holding his eye, but he hasn't got time to hold his eye. He has to play on. He goes the long way around the grandstand flank. And it's Moncrief who puts Hawthorn back into attack. Hendry for Hawthorn. He plays on quickly when he might have settled down. He kicks it long. Lee Matthews is there. Now it's punched away. A chance for Burke. Brings it to hand. Pivot turn. Out of trouble. Back into trouble. Lee Matthews could seal the game here for Hawthorn. Hots at goal and puts it through. That's the sealer.
4 goals for Lee Matthews.
30 minutes gone exactly, and the Hawthorn trainers are wild with excitement. Speedy Law's there, the boot starter with the glasses, as Hawthorn go to a 7-point lead, and I think it's too late for Melbourne.
The fortunes of football, as I said. Osborne, a few moments ago for Melbourne, had that shot from about 30 metres out. Melbourne were 5 points in front. Had he kicked the goal, it would have made them 9 points in front. Instead, Hawthorn have kicked 2 goals since then, and they look to have the game in their keeping. Hardiman gets the ball out towards Flower. Flower, difficulty in picking it up, hotly pressed there by Martello, holding the man, free kick to Flower. Flower plays on, up towards Elves at centre-half forward. Coming out is Tilbrook. Neither can get the ball. Bremner comes through. He came on at half-time to replace Kelvin Matthews. And in the back to Bremner. And look at Big Al telling Bremner to steady down. Hawthorn don't want to hurry. They've got the game in the bag. Up towards centre-half forward. And a great mark for Hawthorn's McCarthy once again.
He's pulled a couple of big ones down at vital periods.
And he's 45 to 50 metres out. Plenty of time. The siren has sounded. The Hawks have won by 7 points. Hawthorn, 15-22, 112.
Hang on, he's kicked this one out. That's the final score now.
Hawthorn, 15-22, 112, have defeated Melbourne 15-15, 105 in one of the most entertaining games we've seen this